Beware of unicorns. Some years ago, I was traveling on a country road in Richmond, Indiana, where I noticed an unusual sign at the entrance of an old farm. It read, "Beware of unicorns." At first, I was struck by the incongruence of this language against the backdrop of our postmodernist culture, a crazy time filled with displacement and ambiguity, marked by the marred marvels of scientific technology and the ancient dilemmas of human existence. What in the world, I ask myself, is a unicorn doing out here? This imaginary creature, with one spirally horn protruding from its head, seemed out of place in the picturesque American Gothic countryside. "Beware," the sign read, signaling caution and danger to anyone who dared trespass beyond the weathered white picket fence. I remembered once, when I was 11 years old, a friend and I climbed a huge fence with a sign that said, "Beware," and a leaping Great Dane greeted us. I shall never forget how quickly our young agile bodies without thought literally jumped backwards over the fence out of harm's way. But this is different, I said to myself. A unicorn doesn't bite. The huge horn is magical. It can either hurt or heal. The unicorn guards the secrets of the imagination, and the imagination both blesses and curses. It can bring freedom or bondage. It all depends on what we do with it. In fact, the sign, while signaling caution and danger, is really an invitation to the freedom of the imagination. The unicorn represents that ever-thin line between realities as they are given to us and the realities we dare bring into existence through the power of imagination. We may never know whether there is a real unicorn behind the fences of an old farmhouse or in the enchanted environments of the soul, unless we trespass into forbidden territory. Yes, trespassers, beware of unicorns, mythical animals born of the creative imagination, hiding in the protective venues of lonely landscapes and in the deeper recesses of the human spirit. How shall I meet the unicorn? I thought to myself. How shall I meet my freedom? These are also questions born of imaginative journeying and are at the heart of spirituality, ethics, and leadership. Ethical leaders, therefore, are seekers who search for unicorns in the vast, often cold and impersonal worlds of modernity. Empowered by imagination, leaders become visionaries who are willing to enter the no trespassing zones of system worlds and to recognize the inherent potential for transformation within and around them. In fact, the practice of imagination is a summons to leaders who dare to go beyond white picket fences into dangerous territory without a map. In remembering, retelling, and reliving personal narratives, leaders are also empowered to think, feel, and create new possibilities within organizations, teams, and other structured environments that call out for courage, creativity, and hope.